with music, so you would say like your inspiration for dancing really comes from the music. And so when you're listening to all the different instruments in a song, are you trying to like I guess make your body make the shape of like a certain instrument sound or something, or like do you try to like what am I trying to say? Like, do you have a certain style that goes to each different instrument, or
I think we got the theory of minimizing time between thought and action.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you hear a snare,
okay,
like because I trained popping, when I hear a snare, I automatically go to a hit.
Okay.
So if I hear a wave or a vroom, my body vroom will throw a wave because that's the natural reaction that I've trained my body to do.
Interesting.
So like for you as a b-boy, when you hear you probably move on the top rock form, or you get ready to do some CCs or whatever you're gonna do to the break. It's your body reacts to whatever you train it to do. So like for martial artists, like you did martial arts too, so don't mess with Kurt. He can hurt you. That's why they call him Kurt the Hurt. All right. But if you train 1,000 times on that one kick, and somebody runs up on you, it's a natural reaction. They're just gonna get kicked. So that's the same way I try to do it with the music, and the philosophy for it I learned from conversations with Joe, and he was telling me KB's philosophy. So Kevin Brewer from Jabba, he was talking about it and sharing that knowledge with them, and they shared it with me. So it's like, it's really, really dope. The style is called beat manipulation. So it's really, really dope, because like if you look at a piano, the way I interpret it, if I look at a piano and the low notes are over here, the high notes are over here, if I hear something low, I usually go doom this way, or I'll go doom actually low with it, because I'm trying to match, or I'm trying to be the visual interpretation of what you hear audibly.
Interesting.
Scientists, all right, late.
That's really interesting. And well, so you were mentioning martial arts, and I was gonna say, it sounds like a very martial arts kind of approach to it, because it's like when you're fighting, right? You're sparring, you're reacting to an opponent, and in a way, like this music is your opponent, and so when the opponent is throwing a snare at you, it's like you can't help but your instinct is to hit back. As in like if someone was striking you, you would dodge or block or something, or even strike back. Yeah.
That's exactly how it is. So like most of the time when I'm battling, I'm not battling my opponent unless I don't like him. I'm battling the DJ.
Yeah, dope.
So if the DJ puts on Little Mermaid, as we've seen so many times, it's like I lose that fight every time. So if you want to beat me in a battle, play Little Mermaid.
Would you say you're kind of like, your style is like a Jeet Kune Do of like of dance or something?
They call it Beat Kune Do.
Beat Kune Do. Okay, that's what's
Shout
up.
out to KB, Sifu in the building.
Yeah, he would be like your mentor.
He's the one who coined that.
Okay.
So watching him and studying the way he dances, it makes perfect sense. Like I remember we were in San Diego one time, and KB was in the garage getting down, just training by himself. Everybody else is in the house chilling, and he's training, getting down. And so someone in his family, I think it's his wife's sister or somebody, is hearing impaired. So she comes out and she watches him dance, and go ahead. So she comes out and she's watching him dance, and he's dancing to one song. And she goes back in the house. He switches the song. She watches him, comes back out, watches him again, and then she goes back in. And he goes back to the first song, and she can't hear, so she's just watching. And she's like, "That's the first song you were dancing to." He was like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" The way you move shows me what song you're dancing to. And I was like,
or she was lying and she can hear the whole time. But that's a crazy story, actually.
But for me, like, I wanted to get my skills to the level to where people can tell what song I'm dancing to without the music.
That's a really interesting. That's an interesting way. I've never heard anyone say that. That's really crazy.
Well, I had to think differently because when I was running press play, Shaheem Keita's older brother got on the team, and he's deaf. He showed me that he literally feels the music through his feet when the bass hits. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, yeah, I feel it through my feet when the bass hits, and then sometimes if I just stand still and relax, I can feel it in my body. And I'm like, what? And then I turn the music up and I just relax. Our body is what, 80% water, some random percentage of water. If you're hydrated and you relax and you let the bass hit you, you can literally feel the music, which is crazy because Shaheem taught me that, and I've been trying to do it. So when I enter a battle, I try to relax as much as possible before I dance so I can feel the music, and it literally teaches me the beat.
That's crazy. Yeah, no. When I first met Shaheem, I didn't know he was deaf, and I'd see him dance. I'm like, this guy's killing it. And then I realized he was deaf, and I was like, how the fuck does he dance? And so, but anyway, I mean, like, that's a freaking superpower, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know. There's something to that because I know that Cujo he can somehow do the same thing. I don't know if he would say it's like he feels it through the air or whatever, but I know he's got this kind of peripheral vision of everything, and he sees people like clapping on beat or just kind of moving or something, and somehow it's like coming into his like subconscious.
That's
and it gets
dope.
him on beat. So there's something to that, you know.
I remember there was one time at Monsters dance convention, and we were all on stage doing the freestyle at the Monsters convention, and I went already. A couple other people went, and Shaheem was like, "B, I can't hear the music. I can't hear it. I can't feel it." Because the music, we were on a raised stage, so it wasn't vibrating.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay. And we was like, boom, 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 start stomping our feet. He's like, yes. And he goes out and he murks it because we're stomping so he can feel the beat.
That's tight.
And I was like, yeah.
That
chunk is dope.
Dude, he's isn't there a superhero in like Marvel? He's Daredevil.
Yeah,
He's
Daredevil. DC.
Yeah, he's Daredevil. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
He's
that right there showed me that there's a higher level that we're not even approaching because we don't know it exists.
Yeah, there's something to that. Yeah.
So, but that's part of the Knowbody journey.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please click like if you liked it, or dislike if you thought it was whack. Either way, make some noise in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. And please subscribe if you're down with that broke boy and or broke girl shit. Thanks. Peace.